If I'm a leader in the car right now, what's one reflection question I can ask myself?
All right. So I would start with on a scale of 1 to 10, how often do I design work to grow people versus simply to get things done? And what evidence do I have from the last 30 days that supports my answer? Most leaders will land in that somewhat intentional middle space where execution quietly wins just a little bit or a lot of it over development especially when things get busy.
Okay. Then, if I understand your process, is next is to layer in a simple talent map. So you grab your team list and for each person, jot down the strengths you actually see in their work, right? What they seem hungry for, kind of what you mentioned before, where their energy spikes.
Yes.
What's their, and then kind of number three is to kind of look at their risk of disengaging. Are they thriving? Are they coasting or are they checking out? Is kind of how you say to kind of define them, right? And
Yeah.
then we ask where they could be realistically in the next 1 to 2 years with a real investment from you as their leader.
Right. And this goes back to it sounds like it's a lot of work, but what you're doing is essentially running through your team roster and thinking about these triggers and these motivators and then the context that the work is in. It's not about labeling people, it's about seeing your person, your team clearly enough to be able to make intentional choices with your time and those stretch opportunities that may present themselves.
Okay. So this is kind of an example of their first grow loop, right?
Mhm.
Process. So what's the first grow loop that you want them to run after they finish listening to this episode?
Okay. Pick one person, just one person. In the next 30 days, commit to a full grow loop. Clarify what you see. So write down their unique strengths and where their energy lives. Pick one stretch opportunity. So choose real upcoming work that will stretch the person 10 to 20%. Decide how you're going to support them, whether it's blocking time for coaching or providing extra context, setting expectations with stakeholders, playing the air cover piece. Last would be plan how you're going to signal it. Decide how you'll debrief and where you're going to make their growth visible. Don't overthink it, just run the loop.
Okay. So when leaders do this with this one person, you talk about this ripple effect. What do you see happen during the ripple effect?
So amazing to watch. So the person becomes more capable, they become more confident, and they usually become more committed, and then their work in general overall improves. So beyond that, people who feel grown by their leaders, they tend to become those kind of leaders themselves, right? So you're also leading by example as they grow in their role. That's how they are going to lead other people. So you start creating this compounding effect. They start spotting potential in others, they start paying it forward. And then over time, you build a culture where careers are actually made, not burned out.